Hey everybody, welcome back again. We're here to talk about the remaining categories for the Oscars, or at least most of them. And we're going to go through our predictions and some of our opinions. So why don't we start right
Best
off?
visual effects. Avengers: Infinity War. Christopher Robin. First Man. Ready Player One. Solo: A Star Wars Story. I saw one of these films.
Which one?
And that is the film I'm predicting to win. And I don't know if that makes any sense. Avengers: Infinity War. I think it did have a lot of pretty good visual effects. That's my very
insightful.
insightful opinion. Rebecca?
And guess how many? I've seen a whopping 0 of these films. I wanted to see Christopher Robin for a very long time, and I still haven't seen it. But as far as what I think will win for visual effects, if I had to give my best guess, I probably would say Avengers: Infinity War, because they always seem to be stepping it up with the
Now to someone who may
CGI
have
and
seen
whatnot.
more than one of these films.
Yes, I've actually seen all the films listed here, so
Oh, nice.
only my opinion matters here.
Exactly.
But I am
Let's
agreeing
go.
with you that they're probably going to give it to Avengers: Infinity War. But, I mean, if I was going to vote, I'd give it to Christopher Robin,
Oh.
mainly because, I mean, aside from First Man, the others are kind of just so saturated in special effects, like trying to create these worlds and just so CGI filled. And there is CGI in Christopher Robin, but it's mainly like with the characters. So I kind of like the, graceful special
Character
effects.
driven.
Yeah, it doesn't like overwhelm
Yeah.
the film. Like it still feels like you're actually in this environment, but
Mm.
I will say I do find it hilarious that Black Panther was not nominated here. Because that's easily the worst part of Black Panther, the visual effects.
The worst part?
For me, yeah.
So you find it hilarious that it's not
Even
nominated?
the Academy wasn't eating up it. Yeah. Although there is some leftovers in Avengers: Infinity War, so.
Okay. Moving on. Rebecca, best sound.
Best what?
Sound editing.
Sound editing, we have Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, A Quiet Place, and Roma. And I've only seen Black Panther and Roma on this list. If I had to guess, ironically, I think I would say A Quiet Place. I haven't seen the film, but I think the very little sound that they use, it must be used very well.
I agree with you. The whole premise of, you gotta be quiet, or else the monsters will get you.
Are you saying you didn't like A Quiet Place? You're continually mocking it.
It's alright. Like, it's better than Bird Box, but that's not saying much.
That's another story.
But if I had to, like, give it to one of these films, I'd give it to First Man, even though that movie's, like, kind of a snoozeville. Like, the sound is really good. Like, it's one of those films, like, the sound was the highlight of it,
Yeah.
so why not give it an Oscar for that?
I didn't see it, but I think First Man's gonna win. Because I think when this movie was like, the trailers and everything came out for it, I kind of thought this was gonna be one of those movies that was kind of gonna be a notch for Best Picture, but I guess it fell flat, and I think that they're gonna want to give it like these sound awards. So I'm gonna say they're gonna give it to First Man, but I want to see A Quiet Place win.
Yeah, that's another thing we haven't talked about. Like, both, we had the follow-ups to Moonlight and La La Land here, and they both got nods, but not a lot. Like, people were expecting them to really, like, dominate again.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Directors for both those movies. Yeah, I want A Quiet Place to win because I really like that movie, and it's the only thing it's nominated for. So, just give it to them. Come on, guys. You don't even have to say anything. Just go up there and be like, everyone will know what you mean.
Alright, best sound mixing, Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, First Man, Roma, A Star is Born. Well, A Quiet Place isn't here, so I think they're going
Yikes.
to give it to First Man, and that's who I'd give it to.
I did like the sound mixing in Roma. I don't think it would go to A Star is Born. Bohemian Rhapsody, I don't know, it just seems like it would be mostly music mixing. That's different from film sound mixing. Black Panther, no.
No.
The sound mixing in Bohemian Rhapsody is just them taking like Queen songs and like putting in the background.
Yeah, which is not really. I don't think it's really up to par. I haven't seen First Man, but I'm gonna say Roma.
I think First Man's gonna win. Again, I think they want to give it the Sound Awards because it's not really nominated for anything else, is it? Oh, it's nominated for visual effects. I think they're gonna give it to First Man. And I'm not even fully sure what sound mixing is, so I'm not even gonna say what I want to win.
It's putting different sounds together, different levels, and.
All right. Well, my ears aren't trained for that, so I'm not gonna give my opinion. All right. I guess it's back to me. Best original score: Black Panther, Black Klansman, If Beale Street Could Talk, Isle of Dogs, Mary Poppins Returns.
Your New York accent really came out there. If Beale Street could talk, Isle of Dogs.
If Beale Street Could Talk, it would say.
Say, hey, I'm walking my Isle of Dogs here.
Okay. I didn't really find any of these scores too memorable, to be honest. I'll say I think they'll give it to Mary Poppins. I don't know why, but to me it doesn't really matter.
I am really just guessing based off of the one I think will the one that I would want to win. I really liked the score to Black Klansman. I thought it fit the time period really well, and it was just very pretty to my ears. I don't know how else to say it. I thought it was really good, and it was memorable to me.
Okay.
Black Klansman.
I think they're gonna give it to If Beale Street Could Talk, and that's who I would give it to tell you the truth. Very romantic theme. Really heightens the emotions when watching it. So yeah. Nothing more to say.
It did have a good score.
All right, here's a hard one. Rebecca.
Original song?
Yep, very hard one. Let's go.
So hard. I wonder who's gonna win.
We have All the Stars for Black Panther, which I do like that song.
That's Kendrick, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll Fight for RBG. The Place Where Lost Things Go from Mary Poppins Returns. Shallow, A Star Is Born. When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Scruggs. Same thing.
And I don't think there is any denying that it won't go. It has to go to Shallow, A Star Is Born. It's a great song. I'm actually pretty surprised that there aren't more songs from the movie nominated.
Oh, we can't have the entire
I'm not saying
category
that.
just
No, I didn't say
song.
should, but because La La Land had two, and
La La Land had two.
And I didn't think
the
City
music from Star Is Born is better than
City
this.
of Stars. I didn't think was that great of a song. I thought
City
the
of
other song was better. Audition. And then the one that won was City of Stars. So I just don't know why A Star Is Born, that has better music, gets won. I guess maybe because they had more competition this year. But yeah, it's going to Shallow.
Yep. Agree with you on that. Gaga's getting that Oscar. But I would give it to When a Cowboy Trades His Spurs for Wings from the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is a phenomenal song. And it's a great scene, too.
Okay.
Okay.
You two really need to watch it. It's on Netflix. What's wrong with you?
I think he just canceled Netflix. Like this week.
No, I didn't even cancel it.
Oh, you didn't do it yet?
No, so maybe...
We saw Roma, and then he said, we're going to cancel it now.
Okay. This would be a shocker. If Shallow did not win, that would be a huge shocker. I think this is the one award that A Star Is Born should win. I think it should...
They might want to give it to Pulitzer Prize winning musician Kendrick Lamar.
No. But I did like
the
place where Lost Things Go. I thought that was a nice song.
It was. It made me cry.
But I don't think this was the best song from A Star Is Born. I think what's that song when she's on the piano?
Always Remember Us This Way?
Yeah, I'll Always Remember Us This Way from Star Is Born. I would have liked to see that nominated more so than Shallow, but Shallow just won a Grammy, which is music awards. So, and I hear it all the time on the radio, so I'd be shocked if it didn't win. So yeah.
Okay. Do we want to go towards foreign film now?
Sure, it's Steven's turn to read off, right?
Oh, okay. So we're going foreign film. Best foreign film.
Another really hard one.
Yeah.
I wonder who's gonna win.
It's always amazing when they put, like, whatever. Okay, so best foreign film. Capernaum, Lebanon, Cold War, Poland, Never Look Away, Germany, Roma, Mexico, Shoplifters, Japan. Considering there is one movie on this list that is nominated for Best Picture and is a favorite to win Best Picture, I think I'm going to have to put my eggs in a basket and say Roma's going to win this one. Even though Cold War is very highly regarded and it's also nominated in a few categories.
Including Best Director.
Yeah, including Best Director. I mean, one of these films is nominated for Best Picture, so if it doesn't win Best Foreign Film, then how is it nominated for Best Picture and the other ones aren't? So Roma is going to win. And I've only seen Roma and Cold War, but I liked Roma better than Cold War, so I'll give it to Roma.
Let's go into Roma.
Have you seen any? Well, you saw Cold War, but you didn't.
I saw
like
Cold
it.
War.
Let's get
I
into
thought it was
that.
boring.
What didn't you like about Cold War?
I just...
She didn't get
I
into
didn't
it.
feel the characters. I didn't feel their relationship. The historical part of it was interesting, but we didn't see too much of that.
That's
And
the point.
I was just bored.
Just in the background.
I was bored.
Even the rock around the clock scene when she's dancing in the bar.
Oh, I liked that. I did like that.
I was about to say that is the highlight scene.
I like
if
the
you didn't
dancing
like
scene.
that.
I remember I said I was like that was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
I did say
She
that.
did like
yeah,
that
I did like.
Okay. I'm surprised there isn't more mashups of like people playing just like different songs and her dancing.
Yeah, that did have an iconic, memorable scene feel to it.
Yeah. Yeah, Roma's gonna win, obviously. But if I had a vote, I would give it to this little film called Shoplifters,
Huh.
which
From
you two really
Japan.
need to watch because it's really good. And it's not as flashy as Roma and Cold War. Like, it's not lavish black and white cinematography, but it's funny. It's really heartfelt. It takes a turn you don't expect it to go. The entire cast is great, including the mom especially. Like, she really stands out. She's really good. But yeah, Shoplifters.
And what country does that one come from again?
Japan.
Japan.
Oh, also, fun fact, Letterboxd, in their year of review, they had the 3 highest rated movies from their users. And Shoplifters was 3rd. Can you guess what were the top 2? As far as, like, average users on the site. Like, what were the highest rated movies of the year?
Roma and
Roma's 2.
Roma's
Guess what's
2.
number 1?
Shoplifters.
No. Well,
That was
Shoplifters 3.
Cold War.
No.
Off of this list.
It is a nominee, yes.
Gotti.
Not
Oh, wait,
no,
it's a nominee.
foreign.
Unfortunately.
Didn't
It
you
di-
say foreign film? You didn't say
No,
foreign film.
just films in general. Of the
Oh,
year.
films in general.
Yeah.
What would be the favorite? No,
Nope. Give up.
I give up.
This is going to lead us to our next category. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was the highest rated movie on Letterboxd. Now on to Best Animated Feature Film category. Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs, Mirai, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's going to go to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Everyone loves it. It won the Golden Globe.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Agreed.
Steven?
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I agree. I think.
I know you're very upset that Disney's not going to get
No,
another
I
Oscar.
actually was gonna say. I was gonna
You didn't
say.
like Incredibles
I
2.
said I was gonna say I did see Incredibles 2, and I was kind of disappointed in it. I didn't think it was, a great film that I was expecting from Pixar and Disney. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was very engaging.
You didn't see Ralph Breaks the Internet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Both that Incredibles 2, they're good movies, but I don't think they wowed people. They're just nice sequels.
Yeah,
So, sorry, Disney. It's in your year.
it's okay. It's okay. All right, Rebecca,
All right, let's do
production design.
Production design. So we have Black Panther, The Favorite, First Man, Mary Poppins, and Roma. Again, my gut is telling me Roma. I'm not sure if it's really gonna whack all these awards that we're predicting. But I think it might go somewhere else here, even though my gut is telling me Roma. Possibly The Favorite.
I think Black Panther's gonna win.
You do?
I think it's gonna win too.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though it looks like a knockoff of Phantom Menace, I still think it's gonna win.
To be fair, I did like the production design. In
That's
Black
true, because
Panther.
they had to create this world.
I mean, you're saying it's a knockoff of Phantom Menace. Maybe it is, but that was one of the strengths I thought of the film. Even though I didn't love the film,
I'd
thought
give it
that
to
was one of the
Roma,
strengths.
to tell you the truth, just because the highlight of that film for me was just all the stuff going on in the background and the recreation of 70s Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think Black Panther's gonna get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on to
film editing.
film editing. Yeah, why
All
not?
right. We got Black Klansman. We got Bohemian Rhapsody. We've got The Favorite. We've got Green Book. We got Vice. I think people are going to be tricked into thinking this is good film editing, so they're going to give it to Vice. I would personally give it to The Favorite.
Okay.
Editing's tough to say why it's really good. So you're kind
Yeah.
of just
To me,
choosing which movie you like the best.
True.
kind of, but to me also, is it taking you out of the film? To me, if it's the editing is taking you out of the film, that's not good. And to me, out of all these movies,
It depends on the film. I think Blind Spotting is a great example where you're aware of the editing, but it's really good editing. So it works for me.
well, for me, the editing in Vice was horrible. I hated it.
The thing is, I think Adam McKay's style is to take.
It
people
is,
out.
but
He
I
did
don't
that with
like
The
it.
Big
But
Short.
but it worked in Big Short. That's good editing. Vice was not good editing.
Okay, I don't know why I said Bohemian Rhapsody, but that's what I put on the paper. So I'm gonna say I think it will go to Bohemian Rhapsody.
I think it was pretty. I didn't see it, but from the clips I saw, it looked pretty standard.
I want
I'm gonna have to show you that scene that guy highlighted about it's objectively bad editing. Bohemian Rhapsody. That's another one. If that were to win,
I want Green Book to win. That's what I want to win.
why for best editing?
I just liked the pacing the best out of all of it.
So you're gonna give it to Green Book just because of the pacing?
Well, I'm definitely not gonna give it to Vice because I didn't like it at all.
See, I'm giving it to The Favorite at least for maybe say the slow-mo scenes, which I really liked.
I don't know why I would give
The
it to Green
Favorite.
Book,
In The Favorite,
Yeah.
but that's what I do.
the Academy tends to go with the one that's more flashy. When
Like
it comes
the
to
war
editing.
the war films or
Yeah,
they gave Mad Max Fury Road, so I agree with you, big blockbusters.
Very
or,
technical editing.
Yeah.
but really, editing is a lot about pacing too. But they don't.
Yeah.
They don't really. I don't think they vote based off of that.
No.
That's why I think it's gonna go to Vice, because I think that's the most flashy editing out of these.
That's what you want to win.
I thought the editing was more impressive than the others, with going off of just editing. Just
We
my
disagree.
opinion. I liked the non-linear. I liked when the credits rolled halfway through the movie.
Oh really? That was when knew I was.
I
done
was
with this
cracking
movie.
up. I mean,
Were
I don't
you
know.
ready
It's
to
just my
leave
sense of
even though
humor.
you
I was
knew it
ready to
wasn't
walk
over?
out. Yeah.
No, because I was looking. I really wanted somebody to actually get up and think that it was over, but I don't know. I like the joke.
Oh, I'm glad that Dick Cheney had such a nice, happy life after that.
yeah, I really wanted that to happen.
So we got what do we got?
Could do costume design.
All right, best costume design: The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, The Favorite, Mary Poppins Returns, Mary Queen of Scots, and I think and would agree that The Favorite should win. Does anyone disagree with me?
You think it's gonna go to The Favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I think they're gonna give it to Black Panther.
I think so too.
Why?
The reason why I think that is because The Favorite, those are outfits that already exist. People wore those historically. I don't think they ventured too far off. But for Black Panther, they had to create this.
But it's not best original costume design. I mean, I guess
that's a prediction, and that's not my opinion.
Yeah, it's just a prediction.
So what do you want to win?
I want The Ballad of Buster Scruggs to win, mainly because there's one scene with James Franco where he's shooting at this guy, but the guy makes his own bulletproof vest with a bunch of pots and pans. And that was the best costume of the year. So
That should be a
give it to
Halloween
that.
You
costume.
completely sold me.
You need to watch it. I honestly think it's the best Western of the decade. I mean, the Deadwood movie hasn't come out yet, but as of now, I would say that's the best
So
Western.
what do you want to win?
What do I want to win?
Yeah.
I would be okay with Black Panther winning in this category. Because it's original. It's not...
Okay.
There's a creation aspect to it, and I like it.
So we got one more, right?
Cinematography, yes.
This is a good one to end on.
Yeah. Because it's coming back. They're televising it.
Yes.
No airing to commercial here, folks.
Yes. All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
So we have Cold War, The Favorite, Never Look Away, Roma, and A Star is Born. And I can't see it not going to Roma. That's my prediction. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of it is filmed from far away, medium shots. There aren't a whole lot of close-ups, and I kind of wish that there was just like one killer close-up.
Also, we should point out Cuarón did the cinematography himself, so this would be another Oscar he would rack up for himself.
But it really is stunning. It's in black and white, and it's showing you the most important things that are going to help you tell the story. And then, like Dan mentioned, there are things that are happening in the background too that also just add to this whole
the world.
Yeah, the world, the tone of the movie, and that's what I think, and that's what I would pick as well.
I think Roma's gonna win. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But I would give it to Cold War. When I saw it on that big screen, jaw drops. I thought it was amazing.
Which scene really stood out for you?
I mean, when she's dancing to Rock Around the Clock, obviously really stands out. But just a lot of those, whenever they're on stage, most of the movie, I just think is beautiful. I mean, I haven't seen what's Never Look Away, and I haven't seen Star is Born.
Well, there's nothing special about the cinematography in Star is Born.
Okay.
No, it's pretty standard.
But of Roma, The Favorite, and Cold War, I think Cold War has the best cinematography.
I would agree. I'd pick Cold War.
But you think Roma's gonna win?
No, I'm gonna say Cold War is gonna win. I'm gonna go with the upset.
Okay, you're gonna do your
I'm
contrarian opinion.
doing my contrarian opinion, and I think Cold War will win. And I agree with Dan. I do think, even though I did not see it on the big screen, I saw it on a littler screen. I did think the cinematography was very beautiful, especially Dan mentioned some of the dance sequences. I also liked when they would tell you they were in a new place. So, like, every segment they would tell you they were in Paris or they were in Poland or somewhere like that. And they would show, like, the scenery of those places. I thought it was really beautiful every time they opened up a scene with a new country or a new city or something like that. That really stood out to me in the film, especially because the movie is called Cold War, and we all know like how far the Cold War spanned in Europe, and to see them go through all those different places. And I remember there was one scene where I forget who asked her, but some woman said when they were in Paris, they said, "Oh, you must be happy to get out of Poland, because now you're in Paris, so you must be happy to get out of Poland." And she was like, she likes Poland better. And just to see like the different cinematography of those different countries, and I just thought it was the heart of the film to me, was to see those scenes and to see the two characters travel, meeting each other sometimes, getting away from each other sometimes. To me, that was the heart of the film.
That wasn't enough for Rebecca. She was very bored by it.
She was just cold the whole movie. Nothing happened.
Make no apologies.
Alrighty. That's it. That's all we're talking about.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know down in the comments. What do you think? What do you predict? And what do you want to win? And we will see you after the Oscars.
We will see you during the Gotti review. Whoever's forced to do that.
I just didn't help my case by picking Cold War, but
Well, I mean, I had some dark horse opinions too, so we'll see.